Hey everybody, it's Mr. P. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I am here with Mr. McAfee. Hello, Mr. McAfee.
Hey, how you doing? How's
I'm
everyone doing?
good. I'm good. How are you doing?
Not bad, I mean, hanging in there, getting a little stir crazy, but
Yeah, you look good.
thank you.
And I see you've got your treadmill behind you, so I'm assuming you've just hopped off. What are you doing? Like a couple miles?
I mean, marathons every day.
Yeah,
No, I
you got to stay in shape.
I was I was gonna tell myself like I need to exercise every day during this whole thing, and I've exercised maybe 3 days through this whole
Same
thing.
here.
Yeah,
Well, I prefer to exercise when I have less time. When I
yeah,
have a lot of time, exercise doesn't make the cut,
yeah.
you know? Um, let's get started. As you know, and I'm sure you're prepared for this, I ask everyone what they had for dinner last night. Could you tell
Oh
us?
yes. Uh, yeah. I mean, I only watched the Mike Frenchie video so far, but I'll watch more.
All
Thank you.
right. All right.
Uh, so I had chicken burgers. We had ground chicken uh, with some homemade brioche rolls. Made them myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you.
Well, I mean, I didn't either, but I mean, I've been baking bread while this started, so
No time for exercise.
there's
Lots of time for
lots of time,
baking.
lots of times for
You got
carbs.
to make a choice. We all make choices. Look at
Yeah.
how I'm spending my time. So, was the family satisfied with your chicken burgers?
Yeah. I mean, the girls didn't eat them, but Erica liked it.
Yeah, you're not in this for the kids. Let
The
them
girls,
eat their
yeah,
ramen noodles or whatever, right? You eat the good
yeah,
stuff. You're eating brioche rolls. They're eating Captain Crunch.
yeah.
It's
The
no
girls,
different on my end.
they had chicken nuggets.
Sounds
You know?
about right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they were delicious too, and they were happy.
Of course they were. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I had for dinner?
Sure.
That's not enthusiastic.
I would love to hear what you
I'm
had for
not
dinner.
like torturing you to. I listened to what you had.
Have you been preparing like fancier dinners just so you could say fancier things while you have this show?
Not intentionally, but like you, more time to cook. So I would say we're eating better.
Yeah.
I mean, um, with there's just more time to think about these things. We're talking about what we're going to have for dinner from the moment we wake up.
Right.
What should
Yeah.
we have? And we start talking about it as the day goes on.
I feel like it's been a mix between very last minute dinners and like very lavish. We're working on
Things
it
that
all.
you would never make otherwise or do
Right.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what'd you have?
Thank you. I had all that being said, we didn't cook last night. We ordered out. Uh,
Really?
yeah. I was talking with Virginia on a previous episode. I think it's actually going to air today. And she was talking about Mama Maurice in Pittman.
Yeah.
And once a week, they're doing a takeout thing where they're making a family style meal for pickup. And last night they had hot roast beef and like hot roast beef sandwiches with macaroni salad and coleslaw, and it was out of this world. So we had hot roast beef sandwiches and it was delicious.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Have you gone to Alara's to get like ice cream and all?
We haven't gone there specifically. No, we've gone there before, but
Yeah, yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
I don't think we've been there since we've been home. I follow them on Facebook and they're putting out some good stuff. It looks like.
Yeah. I haven't been able to get ice cream through grocery orders. Like we ordered 5 different varieties of ice cream. They gave me Dixie cups. Uh, so I've been thinking about heading over there and picking up some pints or something.
Yeah, that's cool. We've definitely been hitting some of the Pittman businesses. We've done like End Grain Coffee and
Yeah.
Mama Marie's and things like that. So yeah, it was good. My dinner was very good.
Nice.
I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about how you're spending your time now that you are home.
I mean, I spend a lot of time with the kids. I mean, I like to think that when I look back on this time, I'm going to have good memories, like about spending time with my kids. Other than that, I've been working, doing a lot of emailing and phone calls. I've been
How much time are you putting in a day towards school-related work? Do you have I guess what I'm asking is, do you have a set schedule where I do it in the morning or what?
Well, I mean, I'm always working from 10 to 12, but then I check in with my email and with phone calls throughout the day. So every day is just really different. Sometimes teachers will email me with a crisis that I have to reach out to like immediately. Well, maybe crisis might be a little bit too intense, but
To
sometimes
the student, it's a crisis, or the teacher, it's a crisis.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, every day has just been really different. The week before, like the quarter ended, before quarter 3 ended, was crazy. We were and just loads of emails, getting loads of contacts from different parents and everything like that. So,
do you think that you've settled into a routine as far as managing? I know you're saying every day is different, but is it also, are you able to manage the stress of having these crises and these fires to put out occasionally versus having days where they're not happening as often?
I mean, I'm trying to stick to a routine. I mean, I think like Emma, my daughter, does school in the morning, and Erica helps her with that. And during that time, I'm working through that entire time, and that at least helps me feel like I have some kind of routine. And then after that, I just check in throughout the day.
Everybody in your house is home, right? Your wife included?
Yep.
And how old are your daughters again?
Emma she just turned 7, and Lydia just turned 4.
And how are they doing?
Good. I mean, they're having like a good time, I guess. They're kind of wondering why, they can't go see people. My older one kind of mentions the virus, and she's like, I hope this virus ends soon, which is kind of like more than you want a 7-year-old to worry about an illness.
Right there, I have my little guy's 7 and 4, so same thing. Yeah. It's hard because we have to manage doing, I'll be doing schoolwork and answering emails and things like that too, with the kids sitting right behind me at this table. And so we've got, and my wife's a teacher, so there's a lot of things going on, and you have to prioritize the kids. They are the most demanding of my time. I'm sure your time as well. But so it's like you kind of find ways to get in what you need to get done after everybody else is settled. But at the same time, for me, that never ends. Like when they're done schoolwork, you think, okay, now I can get my stuff done. But when they're done schoolwork, they're ready for a snack or a lunch or a million things. So and that never really ends. It's all day and all night.
Every day it's just like we're preparing meals nonstop.
Yes. I feel like a camp director or something like that,
It's like breakfast ends and then you're thinking about lunch.
Here we go. Yeah. What would you say is you mentioned, you get to spend more time with your kids. Is there anything that has been a highlight of your time home so far?
Me and so I mentioned I exercised like 3 times. One of those times was I went like on a run with my 7-year-old, which was pretty awesome. We've kind of just been having like, what are you laughing about?
Well, I'm maybe you're not enjoying being home. I'm not sure.
No, I am. Well, I mean, I'm really enjoying home.
You went on a run.
Yeah. With my 7-year-old.
Right. That's great. I'm not making fun of that. I think that's fantastic. But then you had a head scratcher.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, all the days and moments are like blending together.
Do you know what day today is? What day of the week is today?
I'm looking at my screen and it says Friday.
Thank you. That was a genuine question.
Yeah.
What have you been reading, listening to, or watching on TV? Talk to me about some of your pop culture choices you've been making.
My wife and I have been watching Monty Python.
Movies? The movies?
Yeah, so we started with Life of Brian and then Holy Grail, and now we're just kind of working through Flying Circus.
That's nice. Has she seen? I'm sure you have, but has she seen all the movies?
I mean, we saw Holy Grail together. This was the first time we actually ever saw Life of Brian, which
nice. So, what would you say to the audience is, hey, if you haven't watched any Monty Python, kids, where should they start?
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail. All right.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. What about music, books?
I mean, music. I've just been kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I
know you're a music guy.
Yeah, I like records. I've been listening to a lot of drummers for inspiration. There's this one guy, Mark Juliana. He was the drummer on David Bowie's last album, Black Star.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just amazing. Working through a drum book of his right now. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff. Listening to the Matson 2.
Nice.
A lot.
You're a drummer, by the way. I guess I should say to the I know some of the students and staff know that, but not everybody that's watching this knows that you're a drummer in a band for your church, and you drum. I've heard you drum. You're very, very talented.
Thank you.
In fact, you have the drum set right there. Do you want to? I mean, this is what a coinkydink.
What a coincidence.
Do you want to? I know I'm putting you on the spot, and if you don't want to do this, this is not prepared. Do you want to give the audience a little fill?
Sure. I don't know what it'll sound like coming through the computer.
Like it'll short circuit it out.
Well, I mean, ignore my. So okay, I'm gonna go over there.
What do you call that? Like a sea coral green?
I believe it was
sea foam green.
I believe it was turquoise sparkle.
I like sea foam green better.
Okay. Turquoise sparkle and I don't know, silver sparkle, I think it was.
All right. So give us like a little, John Bonham ends the show, and gives us, the crowd is going crazy. Let me hear something.
Okay. John Bonham-ish.
Yeah. John Bonham is the drummer for Led Zeppelin, kids.
Yes. I thought you were about to explain who John Bonham was to me.
No, I know you know who John Bonham is.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So
wow, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed that. Was that Black Dog?
Well, no, that was like the beginning of rock and roll, and then
that's what that's my fault.
And then I don't know. That's like a very Bonham-y Phil.
Finn's gonna make an appearance. He wants to say hi. Finn. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, is he still doing lessons?
Well, that was Dean. Dean took one drum lesson, and then all of this happened, and he's been home since. So it's kind of on hold for now.
My daughter has been taking FaceTime piano lessons, and
that's neat. They actually offered that to him, but he hasn't really gotten his feet wet doing it. So I don't want him to start off. I'd rather just wait until this is all over and then get him started for real.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. No, but I'm interested to see how he's doing.
I'll keep you abreast.
Yes.
We'll revisit this.
Awesome.
Listen, I want to ask you a couple more questions. Do you think we're going to go back to school?
I mean, I don't see any reason that is pointing to that we would. I I mean, the numbers are still going up. Jersey hasn't had a day where, we've like even just stayed at the same amount of numbers.
Hmm.
Um, so I mean, I
You don't
don't
feel
see
like
that.
things are not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, especially with, I mean, the governor's being very cautious, rightfully so, and I mean, I don't think that's going to change much
Hmm. And
between. Yeah, we're already closed till May 15th. I don't think that's going to change much over
right,
the course of a month.
right. Uh, do you think that if we, I guess this is a two-part question I'm asking everybody, if we do go back, what is the thing that you'll do first upon going back into the building? Will you be different upon re-entering? And I guess the second part of that question is, if we don't go back, do you think, is there anything in particular that you miss?
Yeah, I mean, I would much prefer to be at work than not be at work.
Right.
I miss seeing all the students. It's very hard for me to interact with the students. I've been trying to set up video conferences like this, but that requires them to accept my invitation, which has been hit or miss.
They've blocked your number.
I think, well, and that's another difficult thing is that I can't, I'm trying to reach out to parents and call them, but I have to star 6 7 myself unless I give them my cell
Yeah.
phone number.
Yeah.
Um,
You're like me. You're in a little bit of a tough spot because we're not classroom teachers. So,
yeah,
but I think we also pride ourselves, as we've talked about, on our ability to connect with students. And I think that because we don't have a set number of students in class, we're
yeah,
trying to reach them in different ways. And so I was curious about maybe some of the ways that you're reaching out to them.
yeah. I mean, so all the counselors have Google Classrooms that we've been trying to communicate through students. We've been sending emails.
Mhm.
We've been offering opportunities to do video conferences, um, reaching out to parents through
Mhm.
phone calls, things like
What's
that.
been the overall tenor of parental communication and student communication? Are are the people that you're dealing with sort of getting by okay on the other end?
Um,
When parents need to get in touch with you, are they angry? Are they understanding? What?
uh, Usually, if a parent is reaching out to me, they're just reaching out for help, hoping I can help communicate or coordinate with the teachers to, I don't know, make a student's situation a bit more understanding. Or if a student has a situation that's going on that's like kind of confidential,
Mhm.
they'll reach out to me to hopefully communicate to the teachers in a way that I don't have to spread
Yeah, I get
the
that.
entire business. But then I've been reaching out to parents of students who like teachers are concerned about or they haven't really been hearing much
Yeah,
from.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
What do you miss most about school?
I mean, just seeing everyone, seeing the students, interacting with the students, just, being at hall duty in the morning, saying hi to the students.
With me?
Yeah, sometimes with you. um, just talking to people. I mean, I
Yeah,
just wish I could like go out and see everyone. I mean, it's hard that I can't walk out the door
right.
and go to work.
Right. There's this sense, obviously, we're all isolated a little bit. And as I've said in some other interviews with kids, it's funny how we've gotten creative at reaching out to one another.
Yeah.
I can't speak to you and all of your friends and family, but, we're all doing Zoom meetings in our own way and, you know, writing people and doing things that I don't think we would obviously be doing otherwise. Maybe that's a positive.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely made me like more grateful. I'm reaching out to people that I normally wouldn't have a little
Yeah.
bit more. Um, Taught my parents how to use Zoom. So
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Same here. Same here.
I played Jackbox TV with them the other night. That was
What is it?
Jackbox TV.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so it's great. You remember the game like You Don't Know Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have like an online platform where people can play over their phones, and then through Zoom, they broadcast. Like someone can broadcast their screen through Zoom, and everyone plays like remotely.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more time. Jack in the Box?
Jackbox.tv.
Jackbox.tv.
Yeah. We're
And how much are they paying you, Jeff?
they're not paying.
How much are they paying you?
I'm not even sure.
You don't come on this show and give plugs for this stuff?
Much plugs for stuff that I'm not even getting money for.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't even know if all of this on there is school appropriate. So
Hey, it's your death certificate.
yeah, right? Yeah.
I'm out. I have nothing to do with this, all right?
I was just giving an anecdote of what I did the other day.
Okay. Just bringing it back to me and, this thing we're doing here. What is what would you say is the best thing about Pittman High School?
I mean, that we're close-knit. Before I worked at Pittman High School, I worked at Millville High School, the senior, and they have a 9 and 10. Anyway, so I work there, which is a huge high school, and I work at Pittman. Every student, I at least know their name,
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I would have been able to know every student's name at Millville. There was 1,000. I went to the graduation ceremony. It was like hours and hours.
Mm-hmm.
But, like as a counselor, if one of the other counselors isn't there and a student's having an issue, I think to some extent students still feel comfortable coming to see another one of us, even if we haven't talked to them so much before, because they know our faces. I like to think that they probably know our names.
Mm-hmm.
At least we've given a presentation to them at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I agree with you. I think that connectivity and I would say the same thing. Our ability to know all of the students. There's the students and the teachers at our school have a tremendous rapport with each other. I think we know things about the students. We talk to the students about. This is no different than the questions I'm asking students. I want to know what they're watching on TV and what they're doing with their time and things like that. And I don't think you get that in a lot of places. So I'm not trying to, obviously we're biased. I'm not trying to plug our school, but it's amazing how once some of those, the thing that we love the most of us without even recognizing it is the thing that we miss the most now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, so you said you saw the Michael Franchi episode. Did you, but you didn't see the whole thing? You could be honest.
Oh no, I saw the whole thing. I watched
I asked them a question from the bowls.
From the bowls.
The bowls.
Oh
so
yeah.
Bowls. I have 2 bowls, and in this hand
for current events.
Right. Except this one I have stuff for me that hasn't changed. We're going to make sure we get the questions about me, and no matter what. In this bowl is questions. I changed it for the staff that I'm going to be doing because I don't know. I don't want to put them in a bad spot if they don't know like what county we live in. That would be bad. So I'm asking you, these are famous and well-known Dewey Decimal numbers. All right, so you've got Mr. P questions and famous Dewey Decimal numbers. Which bowl would you like? Huh? No, I'm not kidding you. No.
You're just really trying to force my hand about talking about you.
That's not true.
I will take the Mr. P questions.
Oh, man. I would have taken that bowl myself. All right, so I'm going to mix these up as I do. All right, see me mixing?
I see you.
Do you mind if I pick the question for you?
No. What? Can I reach through and pick one myself?
Go ahead. All right, good pick. All right, I got it right here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, this is a good question for you. All right.
Yeah.
See, question?
I can't see it.
No, you can't read it. Otherwise, I would be giving it away.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What show have I been watching on TV since being home more than any other? This is a multiple choice question. All right. I'm watching a show myself. You didn't ask me about it. Now, fortunately for you, it's come up. All right. What show have I been watching on TV since being home more than any other? A, The Simpsons. B, The Sopranos. C, Schitt's Creek. Or D, Seinfeld. Now, I don't know if you realize, but they all start with S.
That is an interesting coincidence.
So which one is it? Simpsons, Sopranos, Schitt's Creek, or Seinfeld?
I know you were going through a Sopranos, I don't know, episode
Right?
before we left. So I'm going to go with Sopranos.
Sopranos. That is correct. Sopranos. All right. I'm still, making my way through. It's not my first time, but Mrs. P has never seen the show. So it's been our little thing.
You've seen the whole thing before?
Yes. I think it's the best show ever made. What would you say?
I've never seen it.
Well, then why would you make a face like that? You can't judge. If you've never seen it, you shouldn't be making a face. You just rolled your eyes at me, but you've never seen it. So how can you sit there and say, dismiss it, but you've never seen it? I'm not the only one that said it's been the best show ever made.
It's just
what
the blanket.
What would you say is the best show ever made?
Probably Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Okay. I would put that in the top 3, 5, somewhere in there. What do you got to be somewhere?
No,
Did the egg timer go off?
My daughter's walking down the steps.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. You'll allow it?
I'll allow it. Everything okay?
Yeah, she's just hovering there.
Who is screaming at my dad?
I'll see you in a bit, okay?
She's welcome to join us. Jeff, we're going to run out of film here.
Oh, no. She's FaceTiming with my mother-in-law.
Well, but you're Zooming with me. So, unfortunately, we got to make choices.
No.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
All right. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm always
Are
great.
there more questions?
Yes. We're just getting started.
All right.
What is the best part about being my friend, or if you don't consider us friends, my colleague?
What is the best part about being your friend?
Yes.
I feel like you always have a perspective that kind of puts my perspective in check.
I guess that's a compliment.
No. I mean it as a compliment. Whether it is your perspective or not, I think you take my perspective and help me see, I don't know, maybe the flaws of my perspective, or you give me a different take on things that helps me kind of like balance and check my ideas.
Thank you. That's really nice.
Yeah. I'm regretting complimenting you on such a scale.
Do you want to know what my favorite part about being your friend is? I like your shirts.
Thank you.
I like your shirts. Is there anything you'd like to say to students or colleagues at school?
Yeah, I mean, I miss everyone. I can't wait till this is all over and we can go back to seeing each other all the time and, just going back to the way things were. Yeah.
Awesome.
If you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me or any of the counselors. We'll definitely be happy to help you guys out.
Hey, that's great. Mr. McAfee, thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it. I like your hats as well as your shirts and so much more. I can't wait to, break bread with you again. I've played those drums. I've been in that room and played those drums. You've sat at this table. I can't wait till we can do it again.
Yes, I look forward to that day.
Yes, sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Or maybe in your case, later rather than sooner.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, now I have to check my shirts. If that's all our friendship is.
You could text me your shirts of the day, and I'll give you a thumbs up or thumbs down emoji.
Yeah.
All of them will be thumbs up.
Sounds good.
thanks for doing this.
Of
I
course.
will talk to you soon. Appreciate it, buddy.
Talk to you
See
soon,
ya.
man.
See ya.
Bye.